are coming in wild. So watch to watch Control Z kwanza. This guy have 48.8k subs. Fam.
And I'm sure we've had stories of our very own Scarlett Wahoo, Pastor Kanyari's younger sister. My opinion on that is men, stop killing women. Like it's
miswali yangu ni moja.
It is literally that simple. End femicide, and if you have a different opinion, please go argue with your microwave. It will.
Sa microwave yangu imefanya jamani, microwave yangu imetoka. Mi hata sina microwave. Jamani, fuck it.
And I'm sure we've had stories of our very own Scarlett Wahoo, Pastor Kanyari's younger sister. My opinion on that is men, stop killing women. Like it is literally that simple. End femicide, and if you have a different opinion, please go argue with your microwave. It will not talk back. But for me, I definitely will have a debate. State House renovation and reconstruction is gonna cost taxpayers 795 million. Yet we have
bwana, wifi unanitenda. Tukatoke hapa 720p mazee, watu wajue huku tunakuanga na wifi fiti. Ama ni aje?
Comrades who are sleeping on trees. But there are some things I feel tulikuwa tunalipishwa that just didn't make sense. Mr. Sir, unataka ninunue golden bells. Yet every Monday, Wednesday and Friday time ya fellowship tunaimba the usual Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu.
Mi hata sijaelewa amesema nini. What is she so angry about?
What is your New Year's resolution? And if you're behind the screen biting your fingers, oh my gosh, what did I say? I'm gonna do different this time. So food for thought. My New Year's resolution is to finally learn Morse code. It's something that I had.
Aye bro, this so okay. Morse code muhimu. Don't get me wrong, but unless kunaenda kudoka, na hata kukidoka mi siwezi jifunza Morse code. Iko nini?
Told myself, Koi, you need to. I kept procrastinating and being like, I still have time, but this year nilijiambia you need to get serious and to finally do it. And if you've gotten that think bubble in your,
how hard can learning Morse code be? How hard? Bro, the extreme, I swear on God, I'll have learned Morse code. Nitaanza kuwafanyia tick tick. Nitaanza kuwafanyia hivi, unajua nimesema LOL, send me your number.
Head, you're like, oh wait, Koi, I've remembered what I want to do for my New Year's resolution. And you tell me I finally want to break up with him. You've gone back to him at least 6.
Bro, fuck relationships. Nobody here keeps a relationship. She doesn't love you. She's in love with the idea of you. So be that guy before she loves you, bana.
68 times. Sis, you think 69 is gonna be the charm? Okay, maybe it is. I don't know how that will work for you, but good luck in that. Welcome back to another episode of the newspaper review right here on Control Z with the Gen Z General Koi Gakuo, content creator, social media influencer, and your host for this amazing show. Now, before I get into it, there are very heartbreaking headlines that we have had, in the past few days. It's a build-up of things.
People die every day, bro. People are killed by cars. How comes you don't say end homicide? Hey, pause. Hey, bro, that came out wrong. But you get what I mean. People are killed 24/7. There's people dying now as we listen to this. There's somebody dying. I mean, Israel is bombing people. Whatever, Palestine, Iran, all those motherfuckers, they're bombing people. Like, easy hata kama ya aturaito kwa. This guy is outright killing people. Like, boop, boom. Like, hata si boom kadogo bro, ni boom ingine bigi. Why is it that now we should stop now killing women? I'm not saying, hey, pause, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, but people die, bro. Everybody's gonna die. You can't, murderers. How do you tell a murderer to stop murdering, bro? Personally, I feel like that's a situation you can't stop. Show me how you stop it. Tell other men to stop killing women. and then who's going to stop? Trust you me, more people are still going to die. Not because I want them to, but because I'm not trying to say God wants them to, but this is life, you know.
That have been happening in the country for a good while. It's just that sahi kumekuwa na hiyo on our number one headline is the story on femicide, something very sad, very hard.
Anything that's the number one headline of the newspaper, you should know it's not that it's not real, it's being used to make you feel a certain type of way. It's being used to, how do I put this? It's being used to manipulate your feelings. These things happen, they've always been happening.
Breaking, I say, very triggering, and I'm sure we've had stories of our very own Scarlett Wahu, Pastor Kanyari's younger sister, who was killed in an Airbnb. And a very similar story to that is a 20-year-old woman in Kasarani who was killed, and as if that was not enough, chopped up and put in bags. Guys, this guy thought he was gonna run away with it, but I am here telling you the story about what happened. So clearly he did not get away with it. We also have a story of a man who killed his...
Has he been... I don't think the guy has been caught. Has he been caught yet? Actually, the screenshots also some light skinned nigga, but the guys who came in court were dark skinned as fuck. Darker than me, bro. You know, Giza Totoro.
His girlfriend and threw her body in a pit. Another very saddening story is a man in Kiambu County who broke, emphasis on the word broke into his ex-wife's house and stabbed her and her husband. Victim shaming is a very self-explanatory word, but for those of you who don't know, it's basically blaming the victim who suffered at the hands of the perpetrator. It's like saying, oh, she was asking for it because she wore a short skirt or she wore a short dress. I'm not saying that's what they said, but
wow, good example though. Good example.
Is that the kind of mentality that you people actually survive on? Hiyo ndio akili ilikupeleka.
Personally speaking, okay, me, I'm gonna speak as a guy, bro. Shaming men should always be done. Shame me if I do something wrong. Shame me because it was my fault. Me, I'm taking full accountability. I don't know about you ladies, I don't know about you other guys, but me, shame me. Shame me. Nikki, even if it's the slightest of things, shame me, bro. I have to learn, bro. I have to learn. How else will I learn?
Like a high school na ukamaliza with that brain. So anyway, yeah, that is what victim shaming is. And
hey, check hizi nywele zetu wallahi zinafanana bro, tunaweza patana. Alisema anaitwa aje?
I hate the fact that I've come across, you know, comments on Twitter on all.
Unajua ukishaanza kuchukulia comments za Twitter for real bro, wewe ndio uko na shida. As in unajua kile bro, can you imagine Can you imagine, bro, taking somebody's opinion on Twitter for real? Ni nani ako na shida? Ni wewe ama mwenye aliandika? Ni wewe. Honestly, jo mwenye aliandika, he's there for... That's why he was born. He was born a troll, bro. How can you be there ati umse ameandika hivi, oh, then you get kwanza, there's a babe I've been seeing on TikTok, bro, she's a babe, but hata kuna kitu naweza sikiza je venye ni mrembo anaongea kuhusu femicide, lakini siwezi sikiza. As in, bro, her pretty privilege supersedes everything that she's saying. I will listen, not to hear her, but to see her. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. You know. That's the truth.
All other social media platforms, especially now that these cases are rising. And for those of you who keep saying, oh, women, you should prioritize your safety, what do you have to say to these stories of women being killed in their own homes? Kama hii story nimewaambia ya this Kiambu guy.
Snake summer, lock the house like he lock the house, bro. Don't let anyone in.
Who broke into his ex-wife's house to...
Next time, weka simiti ama mtumie sijui nini, lakini make sure hakuna venye mtu anaweza vunja. In fact, test your own house. Try and break into your own house so that you know how the guy would break into it.
Kill her and the husband, and the now husband, because he was the ex-husband. What do you guys have to say to that? 20 marks, I'm giving you 40 minutes and you have failed the exam.
Ai, bro, hata sija submit karatasi. Sija submit, ushanifailisha.
0 marks for you. So
ai
Guys, my opinion on that is men, stop killing women. Like, it is literally that simple. End femicide, and if you're of a different opinion,
Did she just say it is that simple? Wow. Do you know how long people have been killing each other? Since Sire Abel and Cain, bro. The fuck? If bro, how do you convince a murderer to not kill? Please, answer me. Answer me. That guy is not normal. How do you try and have a normal conversation? You know, a normal person, you tell them stop doing this and they'll stop. You know? A normal person, you'll tell them stop doing XYZ and they'll stop. You get me? You'll tell them, bro, don't do this because you don't, like, for men, don't get into a relationship if you can't afford her. She needs to be afforded. She doesn't need to be loved. She needs to be afforded. But what happens to most men? Because they're just horny motherfuckers. None of them thinks with their heads. All of them are in relationships. Will they marry them? No. They're just there. And guess what? Now you're saying that I go and talk to a killer and tell them, do not kill. Hey, yo, fam. Personally, I don't even want to talk to the killer. Hey, yo, you go and talk to him, fam. What do you mean? What do you mean that it's that simple?
please go argue with your microwave. It will not talk back. But for me, I definitely will have a debate with you on that. And for our next story, we have another day, another tax. Now, tax is not a new terminology to Kenyans. I'm sure even my 2-year-old nephew or cousin somewhere knows what tax.
I thought she's married. Fam. Let's do this that way, eh? Bro, hapa ni high quality stream.
And State House renovation and reconstruction is gonna cost taxpayers. I'm about to utter a very big,
as in Ruto ni top G. Hii kitu hata tuwezi argue, bro. We have 3 more good years with the guy. Bro, kama unakasirika saizi, je, kesho kutwa
figure. So guys, get ready. 795 million.
If it was me, it would have been high. Rosafi, mi hata sikudanganyi. Mi ningekuwa hapo, bro. Ingekuwa 796. Hiyo milioni ingine, bro. Tunanunua Mary.
Kenya shillings. Mr. President, you want to tell me that reconstructing the already existing State House is going to cost you that amount of...
Kama unataka kujenga nyumba ya 10,000, hiyo ni shida yako. Mimi msinisumbue.
Money. And this came about...
Mnasumbua. This guy is the fucking army behind him. You know what? It's so sad to see this, eh? It's so sad to see this. Most people don't realize this guy has the army behind him. This guy can do anything. Bro, Ruto anaweza amka leo tuambie sisi sote tutage mayai, bro, na tutataga. Cha lazima tutataga, sikudanganyi. Mimi na wewe, hata wewe mwenye una mayai utataga.
After architects said, oh, State House is unfit for habitation, so we are going to have to do something about it. Buying new curtains for Charlene's bedroom and getting a new wallpaper for your sitting room, Mr. President, is going to cost you 795.
It should be more, personally speaking.
Kenya shillings, and I'm comparing this to what TZ did because Tanzania...
TZ, bro. TZ, unajua vile ni kichaka bigi, bro. Unajua TZ? Ushaenda TZ wewe.
And TZ is Tanzania, for those of you who don't know. They spent 175 million on their State House. Could be a different...
Sasa, bro, what the fuck? Bro, unajua nasema ni kama difference ya 197 na hiyo 700 ni kubwa sana, bro. Me personally, I can't tell the difference because I haven't touched such money. So, I can't be one to judge, Personally, I wouldn't be one to judge Ruto. Lakini sawa, Ruto hejibambe bana.
difference in currency, could be a difference in architecture, could be a difference in size. I get that. But 795 million, yet we have comrades who are sleeping on trees. And if you don't understand that reference, I think you need to get your social media life in check. And one thing,
What do you mean sleeping on trees, bro? Who's sleeping on trees? Wanalalia miti. Ama wanalaliwa na miti. Pause. Sounds very gay.
I would like to say to our very own president, Mr. Zakayo, could you please give us a comprehensive report or update on what has been done so far?
Ndo ufanye nini? Unajua Wakenya wananibamba. Unataka hiyo report ndo ufanye nini nayo? Utaiangalia tu hivi na ushangae. What? Alinunua mayai 60. Alafu alafu unajua that's the issue I have with Kenyans, bro. We behave like tukisema oh something will change. Nothing will change, bro. Guess what? Mi bedhe nataka prophesy bro. Hadi wacha niweke full screen sasa and to prophesy one thing bana. Natumia pencil ndo mjue mi ni mwanafunzi hodari bro. Ruto is most probably than not going to be the next president, bro. Nakusho na hata isipokuwa Ruto, whoever is going to get into that position, there's nothing different he's going to do. Money is still going to be stolen. The state house is still going to be renovated. Everything will still happen the way it happens, unless there's a world war or something. You get me? That's the only thing that's going to change all this shit, bro. A world war and nuclear bombs somewhere in Palestine or whatever.
Because according to the papers, it says that this project should be done in June. So by June, na hauna State House mpya, Mr. Sir, we will have to know what was done or what happened to the money that was allocated for this specific project. So if you don't mind, kindly reach us, tell us, hold a press conference. You like doing that a lot of the time and saying a good number of things. So we would like to know ni nini kimefanyika so far. Mmemwaga mawe, mmeanza ku deconstruct. Is there a word like deconstruct?
Ndio ufanye nini? Fine. Washamwaga mawe. Wamemwaga mawe alafu utafanya nini? Personally, and I'd want her to reply to this. What is she going to do? In fact, I'm going to tag her in this shit. What are you going to do? Fine, umejua wamemwaga mawe 6,327. Zingekuwa 6,328 ingeongezwa na 10 bob. Sasa utadu hakuna utadu nothing.
I think deconstructing like part of the State House. Tuambie, we just want to know so that by the time June is coming, you're like, oh my gosh, hi other countries, we have a new State House. If not, you will be answerable to that. It is not a threat. I am
answerable to what? Westland utauliza unajua Ruto ni nani? This case a fucking army behind him, bro. Commander in chief. Unaona venye, personally speaking, me if I was Ruto, I wouldn't take this disrespect fam. I wouldn't take this disrespect fam. Unajua niko na kina nani nyuma yangu, bro? Fam, I know. We udema amekosea Ruto heshima, bro.
Promising you that we will have questions. And if you guys don't know, and allow me to enlighten you, Charlene Ruto has been appointed as blood ambassador by the cabinet secretary.
This one I agree with that. This is just stupid, bro.
Of health. I don't know what his or her name is, but yeah, I'm appointed. And I want to know, so is this like a blood donation thing, or am I going to make sure that
mi hata sijaipatiana damu na siwezi patiana damu, napatiana damu ndo nisaidie nani? Washanisaidia. Nishaisikia nikiomba damu, bro.
All blood
ni vampire nini?
Banks have blood. Yeah, that was sort of a tongue twister. I hope I got it right. But yeah, I would want to know what exactly that position that she has been appointed to is going to do for the country and for the young people in the country. So what do you guys think she'll do with her new position? What do you think it entails? Feel free to tell us in the comment section. I won't get so deep into that, and in other very depressing news now, high schools have been taken to court over debts, 58 billion Kenya shillings, and it's sort of a domino effect now that I think about it, because the government isn't providing the schools
Nyi bado mko shule, fuck school bro.
with funds to pay suppliers for things like learning materials.
Waanguke wote wakuwe wajinga, kwani ni uongo? Kuna mtu anataka kuwa kwa hiyo shule? Niambie student mgani alikuwa anataka kuwa shule? Charade.
So you see the sort of domino effect I'm talking about. Government affects schools, so school affects supply.
School inasaidia nani? Hey bro, school inasaidia nani? They're just wasting their time nicely. That's all I can say.
And guess who is caught in the crossfire of that? Of course, students. And that also comes.
What student wants to be in school? Unaona, hao ndio wase wananishangazaga. Ungepewa chance ukose kwenda shule ufanye content creation. Unahitaji kwenda shule gani kutengeneza content? Kusema tu ukweli, unahitaji kwenda shule gani ndio utengeneze content? Hakuna. Wewe sasa unatetea watu wa shule, watu wa shule hata wataki kuwa shule. Cherehadi.
About because parents are also refusing to pay school fees and are blaming schools because and the school fee structure nowadays is crazy. As someone who has siblings in high school and has seen the fee structure, I do agree with the fact that high school imereziwa kidogo tu back in my time, and I'm saying back in my time like I was there in the 1900s. This also comes about the fact that parents are refusing to pay school fees, accusing the schools of raising the fees itself. And I have seen school fee structures. Of course, you can access these things from Google. Nimeona last time it was ABCDEFGH, now it's ABCDEFGH times 2. So I do understand.
Bro, tell me, these are the things that I'm saying. Mi hata nashangaanga mbona tunajali bro. Tell me what asset or what thing, what commodity, service yenye ishaishuka bei. Niambie bro. Tell me when ushaisikia in society, the cost of living actually went down. Tell me in which period of life, probably before a war or something of that sort, bro. Tell me when. This is like something new. They increased the prices. Oh my god, what are we going to do? Nonsense, bro. This is all nonsense, bro. Of course it has to go up, bro. The only currency we use is fiat currency. The name fiat itself means inflationary currency. It's designed that way. It's designed for it to lose value so that we spend it. It's that simple, bro. Fiat currency, that's how fiat currency works. Why is this something new? Naendo nataka watu waende shule. Cherehadi.
Understand the frustration of parents left, right and center, and the fact that the government has also not given funds to sustain these kids in school. Are you seeing in every scenario the kids are the ones who are caught in the crossfire? Because as someone who went to high school a good while ago, it's not like a long while ago.
Because guess what, those kids don't want to be in school. The people teaching them don't want to be in school. Their fathers, their mothers, when they were in school, they didn't want to be in school. I personally I'd like to see that guy who wakes up in the morning and they're like, fuck, I want to go to school, bro. The head teacher was talking in such a majestic way, who has that conviction about school, bro? Ama ni mimi nilikuwa na shida, bro. School was like hata heri prison, bro. Unajua heri prison ulifanya kitu mbaya, hii hata ukuchagua, umepata watu wakipelekwa huku bana. Chorea bwana, chorea.
But like a good while ago, seeing your parents strive. And one thing I believe in Gen Z parents, like our parents, is the fact that they want to educate their kids. There's one thing I can give you, my son, my daughter, is a good education.
Good education for what? What the fuck is what constitutes a good education, fam? Come on. If a good education, I don't even want to speak badly about her. Was she given a good education? That's my question.
So the fact that they are being frustrated by things that are happening in the country, I do understand that. And I don't know if you guys remember, I will give a personal story. Okay, not a personal story, just in case
It is personal.
when I went to high school is going to see this. A good number of people are going to see this. But there are some things I feel tulikuwa tunalipishwa that just didn't make sense. Mr. Sir, unataka ninunue golden bells. Yet every Monday, Wednesday,
Unasikia her complaint is they were told to buy golden bells. Bro, not what about. Hey bro. Hey. Issue ni golden bells. Unasikia issue ni gani? Golden bells. Na saa hizo kuna wasi wanabomiwa saa hizo. Unasikia kubububu. Hey, choradi. Mimi naonanga shida zingine si shida. Kose kwenda na golden bells kwani hamtaimba?
and Friday time ya fellowship tunaimba the usual Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu. So the fact that you want me to have a golden belt. Another thing I did not use at all in high school is the diary. You know, diary or math homework, KMF. KMF is Kenya Mathematics. No, that's not what it means. What does KMF mean?
KCSE made familiar.
No, I'm actually trying to remember what KMF means. But anyway, KMF page this and
Good education, fam.
this and that from question 1 to 15. Are you actually serious? There's some things I feel we were lipishwad that didn't make sense. Remedial classes end at 4.
Aye.
But class 8 and form 4s are meant to stay in school until
Sema ni wewe ulikuwa mjinga. Useme hapa remedial classes ni kazi ilikuwa za kila mtu. Sema tu ukweli. Ulianguka. Sema tu ukweli. You weren't blessed with the IQ. Sema hivyo.
7. And if you ask me what the formula for diprobos and pentane, I will still say H2O very confidently. I'm not saying remedial classes are a waste, but there are some things that are included in the school fees that I feel personally, this is a Koi opinion. If you're of a different opinion, that's okay, I understand. But if you're of a different opinion, I would urge you to go argue with your washing machine. Again, I say it will not argue back.
What's with this woman and arguing with inanimate objects? Fam. Kwani mara ni microwave. Mimi sina microwave. Labda microwave ya mama yangu na washing machine. Hata washing machine ya bro yangu.
But Koi here will definitely have
anaitwa Koi. What's up Koi?
So much to say on that specific topic. And in digital news, 13 people have been involved in an illegal awarding of a tender amounting to, guys, I'm about to utter another very big amount. So again, I say for the third time, get ready, 58.5 million Kenya shillings. Now,
this is what I'm saying. Bro, how many cases of people stealing money and tenders in Kenya? Is this new? Personally, I'd like to ask, is this new? How does this make the news? Bro, we're thieves. No, our culture is theft. Like, people don't understand. Kenyans' culture is theft. That's what we do. We're thieves. That's so hard to understand. Bruh.
If I were to equate that to something Gen Zs would relate to, I can buy 29 Mazda Demios.
Unasikia, ndio maana nakwambia hii upuzi bro inafaa iishe. Yaani wewe unasikia hiyo pesa yote unafikiria kusoma Mazda Demio. Ningekuwa na Mazda Demio 67 kwa keja yangu bro. Aki bro Kenya tutaienda mahali bro. As in, lakini wacha tu niseme content creation. Ni lazima angesema Demio bro. Ndio it makes sense, so that people can contemplate. Bro.
With that amount of money, the Uber business would be booming.
At least bro.
And interestingly, it is the county government of Isiolo who awarded that tender. And if I did not mention what the tender was, it was a fire engine amounting to 58.5 million Kenya shillings. I don't know what you guys think of it, but feel free to tell us in the comment section. And on today's explainer, guys, we are talking about AI. Now, if you're seated behind the screen wondering, Koi, what is AI in layman's?
Who's sitting behind the screen thinking about what is AI?
Term AI is artificial intelligence, and I think of it as putting my brain in like a computer or a phone. You know, it's basically getting machinery to work as a human being, as a normal person. And we have heard about different conspiracy theories talking about one day AI
Now let's listen. It's getting intriguing, fam.
will overtake human intelligence, and
One day it's already overtaken us, bro. Everything you said could be said by AI, bro.
siku moja utaamka upate mdosi wako alikufaya. Why? Because there's a robot that has been manufactured in I don't know which lab where that can do your work. And we have our very famous chat GBV, GCD, KBC, chat BBC.
Bro, that wasn't even remotely funny.
You guys know what I'm trying to talk about. It is a very famous and very reliable form of AI. You ask it a question, it gives you a comprehensive answer that, you know, some people copy paste into their emails or into their exam booklets. I have no idea how some of you use AI, but since it is something that is catching the world by, I don't know how to describe. You see what I'm doing with my hands? It's doing for the world like this. Guys, if you feel like venturing into AI is something that would benefit you, I would encourage you to do the same, because times are changing, artificial intelligence is becoming a norm. So kama unaona inaweza kusaidia, feel free to venture into it, and also tell us your opinions on the topics that we have discussed today. We've discussed about femicide.
Bro, like, what has she said about AI? Like, just tell me what she said. Chamana cha AI. Tell me something new, bro. Tell me about Midjourney, bro. Tell me about Grok. Tell me about something, bro. Chat KBC.
We've discussed about the fact that State House reconstruction, rejuvenation, whatever it is going to cost 795 million. We also have high schools that have been taken to court over debts amounting to very large amounts of money. And